Hi everyone, so I want to show you guys real quick how I clean my acrylic brushes, and I'm not talking about my acrylic paint brushes, the ones that I use with water-based acrylic. I am talking about acrylic 3D nail art or acrylic nail brushes. So these are the brushes that I'm talking about cleaning. So typically many people will usually use one of these little dampen dishes or a little bigger glass container to apply their liquid and to clean out their brushes, but you don't really have a lot of moving space around here. Plus sometimes acrylic will get jammed and little globs of acrylic will get dried on there, and it's really difficult to remove it this way. So what I use is a container like this, and I got this from Bornprettystore.com. I will put a link to the information and the price to this, but it's very, very inexpensive, and I think it saves your brushes because, let me show you why. Once you open the container, it has these little slots and grooves, and that is so that your brush will fit right in here and it will sit just like that. At the bottom of this container, you will notice that there are ridges, and these ridges are great because they help to loosen all of that dried acrylic that's stuck in between the bristles. So can you see that? When you do this, all of that stuff will come nice and loose. So what I'm going to do is I'll put the cleaning solution in here and I'll show you how to clean your brushes. So now that my cleaning liquid is at the bottom, I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to swish it and swirl it in there against those ridges to help loosen any dried acrylic. And do this several times, and then what you can do is just put your brush into the one of these little clamps and push it down so that the brush is covered with that cleaning liquid, but you don't want to touch the bottom, just enough to where the liquid is going to clean out the brush. And let it sit there for about 2 minutes. If your brush is really dry and you've forgotten to clean it in between your clients, you want to leave it in there for at least 2 minutes. And after 2 minutes, you're going to remove the brush, give it another swirl in there, and then remove the excess liquid. Now I don't suggest that you use pure acetone to clean your acrylic brushes with, because acetone will fray the bristles and it will really damage and dull the bristles. So I suggest that you find a good professional cleaner for your brushes, and there are several ones online you can find. They sent me one of theirs, but I don't really know what the ingredients are. But find a brush cleaner that doesn't have a lot of acetone in it. Most of them have acetone, but they also have special things added to the cleaner that moisturizes and keeps the bristles of your brush nice and clean. So on a little paper towel, I'm going to dab out the excess liquid, and as I'm doing this, I'm going to reshape my bristles. And I don't want to use my hand because you're going to be putting oils from your fingers back onto the bristles, and that can also ruin your brush. But just slowly work the bristles of your brush like this to get it into a point. Now I know that some people also use monomer, which is the same thing you use for acrylic to mix your powder with to clean their brushes, and that will work okay. But if your brushes are really hard, I do suggest getting a professional brush cleaner. You can also use the brush cleaner for brand new brushes, for your brand new acrylic brushes, and this one I got also from Bornprettystore.com. I'll have a link to these brushes as well if you're interested. But when you buy a brand new acrylic brush, you will notice that they're very stiff when you take them out of the little plastic handle thing, and there's like a residual glue just to hold the point together. And you can also use the cleaner to remove that little bit of glue that holds the brush together. I find it works really well. You can also put these brushes on your little container and just let them air dry like that if you would like. Once you're done cleaning your brushes, you can leave the liquid in there. You can use it several times, until it starts getting really grimy. You want to chuck this liquid out and just replace it by new brush cleaning liquid. So always keep that in mind. And just put the lid back on it and make sure it's nice and tight. And just store that somewhere out of sunlight. And then, of course, again, you would just want to dab out the excess liquid and form your brush back to a point. And this is how you will clean all of your brushes, all of your small detail 3D work brushes. Actually, all my brushes need a really good cleaning because I haven't cleaned them in a little while. But see how nice and neat the liquid will keep them. They will look really nice and neat. Because you want to prolong the life of your brushes. If they get too dry and too frayed, by using, a pure acetone to clean your brushes, they will just get ruined. No matter how good of a brush you have, if you paid, $20 or $50 or $10, your brush will still get ruined if you're not using the right cleaning product. As you can see how nice the tip of the brush just got. And this one is one that I got from Sally Beauty Supply, and it hasn't been cleaned in a while. So all I'm doing is just swirling the brush around, hitting it against those ridges, wiping off the excess liquid, and fix it up into a point. Now, my brushes are not in really bad condition, but like I said, if your brushes are really caked on with hard acrylic, then you want to leave them into the container for at least 2 minutes at a time, and then use the towel to wipe them up. But there you guys have it. I hope you've enjoyed this video and it has helped several of you out there with problems on how to clean your acrylic nail brushes. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all in my next tutorial. Bye.